the game, but it's this intensity that I think New Albany lacks that you're seeing from Castle.
Yeah, and strangely, having beaten Castle last year, the first time in 8, believe it or not, that was the first win they had in the last 8 meetings when they beat them 31 to 22. And interestingly enough, it was a year to the day. They played them last year, August 27th. But they look a little fearful of Castle. Man, that was just about picked off by number 17, Austin Warren of Castle. They just seemed a little scared, a little intimidated, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was one thing that I missed out when I was a sophomore and junior. We didn't actually play Castle. They weren't on the New Albany schedule. They were on my senior year, but the Castle game was the one game my senior year I didn't even see.
Yeah, you were kind of.
I was in the hospital recovering from the week before the Jennings County game where I set a state record.
You did. What was that? 4 fumble recoveries?
4 fumble recoveries in one game. Still a state record.
A state record. That's right.
And that was in one half and a few minutes into the third. So who knows what would have happened. But I broke my arm and had to have surgery and was in the hospital for the cancer.
And I think the reason you broke your arm, if I'm not mistaken, you were trying to get another recovery.
I'd already scored 1 touchdown on defense.
See?
I was a little greedy. A little greedy.
See what happens with greed?
You know, it hurts.
See number 98 getting a little attention, Mitch Carter.
Getting a little love on the sidelines.
Sure. And I tell you what, Castle's got a lot of folks. Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of folks.
Yeah, they
assistant coaches.
I wouldn't want to meet them in an alley anywhere.
Don't be
scared.
Take you. Don't be scared. There's Mitch on the outside of the road. There you go. Get around
nice
the edge.
Stiff arm.
Oh, got around the edge. Number 31 for Castle, Jace Talbert Bartley in on the stop.
Picks up 9, just short of the first down. But the thing, marks it about the 9 yards, 4th and 1. The thing about that was the Castle players delivered a blow at the end of that play. You watch us here.
And hit each other.
We have a timeout, blue.
Nice stiff arm.
Yeah. Gets him down, and they just keep going.
Yeah, look at number 20, just ready to uncork Austin Current.
All right. Okay, Chris, put on your coach's hat. You get to be Coach Kaz here for right now.
Coach Kaz.
2:31 left, first half. New Albany with the ball. They haven't put any points up yet. 4th down and 1, and they're on their own 32. Do you go for it?
Coach Kaz?
Yeah.
Chris, what you do? What you do, Chris? Okay, I may not be the good Coach Kaz. But, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Number one, you want to get something going. If you're 4th and 1 and you don't get it, well, you give Castle a quick strike team another opportunity to put points on the board. If Coach Fields believes that he is still in this game and all he needs to do is go in, make some defensive adjustments, then kick the ball, hold on for 2 minutes, 31 seconds, do not allow them to score, and come back out in the second half and be ready to play New Albany High School football.
Coach Fields is going to do what they call the gutsy thing. He's going to try to see if he can draw them off sides.
Let's hope that's what Coach Fields
because they've lined up to go for it. 4th and 1. This is a big play.
And he's in pistol formation. So he's going to snap. There you go. He had plenty of time. See, you don't do that. You let the play clock, play clock run down. It had 17 seconds. You could have faked that out a little bit further. I don't think Michael was paying attention to the play clock, actually.
And New Albany in their second timeout of the game, or the half. And that was basically a strategic move there.
Strategery.
Yeah, strategery.
Strategery. We had to use strategery today.
Well, and Castle, smart, well coached. I'm sure they were told, do not jump. I don't care if you get beat off the line on this play, don't jump and give up that first down. Because now they're going to get the ball back in good field position. Their deep man right now is at the 35-yard line. And they're going to have a chance to take a shot at this.
Well, let me tell you, Castle's an interesting ball club. They went 6-7 last year.
And bad year for them.
It was, but going into the playoffs, they were 3-4. I'm sorry, they were 3-7. And it wasn't until they did a string of 3 wins please forgive me. They were 3-6. They went and wheeled off three wins. Won the sectional championship over Floyd Central, 45-44, but then got beat by Bloomington North, 21-17. But this Castle team, they look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they look pretty good, very seasoned, and that's what happens when you have a veteran ball club coming back.
They had a lot of kids that were young last year. They're coming back.
Well, their whole receiving corps is back. That's 4 players, and they were sophomores, and they're back, and they're juniors, and they're all giddy-up guys.
So what do we get on this play here? See if the referee will tell us. Enlighten us, please, sir.
What are we doing?
I have no idea. You know, we try to have a clue.
We do. And I
Right
The
now,
holding on White, 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Did you catch what that penalty was?
Yeah, he said holding on White.
Was that holding?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line. Castle with 2 minutes and a little over 20 seconds to work with here. And half a field to go. This is not a bad position. If I'm Castle, I'm going to put it
deep,
up.
right? Yeah, absolutely. And they are. Pump fake, got him. Got him. Good
Wide receiver
gracious.
open.
That's a mighty big stop by Jake Giles, 5'8", 156-pound DB for New Albany. But I saw that one all the way. You kind of get to all the way up here, don't you?
Well, yeah, he was beat. He was beat deep. Now, is Castle just that fast? Because, Chris,
yes.
New Albany is not a slow team either. They've been known for their team speed.
Well, right now, defensively, I think Castle has got them flustered. They don't know what to do between this gentleman here, DeAndre Andrews, and then all the receiving weapons that Castle has. New Albany's kind of on their heels, unfortunately.
You know what, Chris? There's a reason that we don't do locker room coverage at halftime.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that would happen in the New Albany locker room this halftime that could be broadcast on any station.
Probably not. Well, in the Coach Kazmarek era and Coach Austin, I would say yes. But, Coach Charlie Fields, he gets his message across without having to do a lot of that. But he may be doing a lot of it this time.
Yeah.
Clock is a ticking.
3rd down and a long 1 for Castle. They're on the 5-yard line. And DeAndre Andrews with a carry there once again. Pretty much their primary running threat.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like I say, last week, 26 carries, 129 yards, and touchdown.
You got to like that, Chris, when you've got somebody you can give the ball to 26 times and not worry about it.
And forgive me if that's
That has to
legal
be
procedure.
offside.
No, that should be a legal procedure. I believe.
Dead ball, false start on the
There we go.
offense.
False
5
start.
yards,
They
beat
changed
down.
that. False start. Legal
know,
procedure back in the day.
Whatever. Whatever.
False start. I bet the referees are kind of enjoying this too a little bit.
Yeah, they get to run down the field a lot.
Yeah, it's a big field.
Let's chase them again.
It's a wider field.
3rd and 6, a long 6 for Castle. And a little bit of miscommunication on the field. They're trying to figure out player. They're running out of play clock, though. They're down to S7. Can they get set?
Yeah, but
It
they're
looks
set.
like they 3. And they get it off. And it looks like they're going to throw a screen.
Bubble screen. Oh, he got drilled there.
Oh, but he could have been drilled even more.
He could have. That was A.J. Cleek in on the stop.
You know what? I would love to take these kids out and show them what it's like just to totally destroy somebody coming across the middle like that.
Well, we were taught also in a different era of football where a few things were still legal that are now not.
Destroying somebody's not legal anymore.
Well,
You know, he's catching the ball and he's in open space.
yeah, but they sit there and now take everything away from these players.
Yeah.
Good kick. Solid kick.
The field goal is up, and it is good.
Cameron Steenberg.
And that is the end of the first half. Everybody will leave the field. Castle's band will give us a treat at halftime.
Hey,
We're gonna
treat.
take a a break, and when we return, we'll have second half coverage. You're watching Rival Sports with the Castle Knights on top of the New Albany Bulldogs. The score is 31-0.
And where are we?
To nothing.
Where are we?
We're at the Lucas Oil Stadium,
Lucas
Indianapolis, Indiana. I
Oil
think they see our beauty shot there, Chris.
Sweet.
We'll be right back, folks.
Rival Sports Gridiron Clash coverage is brought to you by Meyer, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Jenkins Family Dentistry, Bowles Mattress Company, PNC Bank, Psychomania Theater of Terror, and Mack Construction and Excavating Incorporated.
Welcome back to Rival Sports coverage of Kentuckiana high school football. We're broadcasting from Lucas Oil Stadium.
I love
in
that.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
I love that.
The home of the Indianapolis Colts and also the home of Super Bowl 46.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. I'm happy for all the schools that get this opportunity, whether they've been here before, whether it's in the state championship or not. I'm just real happy that the Indianapolis Colts and the Irsay family are giving back to the community, and this is a great way to do it, and it's exciting, and I'm really tremendously excited to be here, Mike. Seriously, on behalf of Rival Sports covering this game.
It's been a fun day here. We've been here since early this morning. A couple of games have already been played. Lafayette Catholic versus Guerin Catholic, and Lafayette came out on top there. Then we had Muncie South versus Muncie Central, and Muncie Central ran away with that one.
Yeah, and that's a big rivalry, too.
Big rivalry. Some great players on
More
the field.
so in basketball than football, but still a big rivalry all the same.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're witnessing New Albany on the short end of the stick, as it were, versus
Yes.
Castle.
Yes.
They're going to receive their, count 'em, their 5th kickoff return. Castle went into halftime with a 31-0 lead. New Albany, well, they had some learning to do, maybe some splaining as well.
Yeah, for sure. But, again, Coach Fields, he knows he's got a young program. He's trying to turn it around. He doesn't have several skilled players that he had last year. It's his first year coaching, different attitude. I mean, there's just a new era that's taking place. Granted, he wished it was a little bit better, but hey, they're learning, they're growing, and he said last week with their loss against Providence, they played hard. That's all he could ask for, and they just got to keep digging, and let's see what happens after this kickoff here.
Kickoff goes deep. Great kickoff back to the 3-yard line. New Albany will take it, bring it out, and running sideways again.
Oh, 31 in on a smash. That was Jace Talbert Bartley. See, he's got 3 names, too. We said,
Chase, did we
yeah,
really?
Yeah, John Mark Anderson was, you thought he was the only 3-namer, but.
Well, it can't be outdone. His is hyphenated even.
Yeah.
So,
Jace Talbert Bartley.
Jean-Marc. Sounds like a French guy.
Sure.
New Albany will get the ball first this half. Chance to go down, take that goose egg off the board. That's how you get started, Chris.
It is. I mean, this is a
One
good
possession.
start. Let's see what Michael Deal does. He's going to have some assistance in the backfield from number 3. That's Terrence Jones.
Seth Hollaball with the snap, and we'll be underway with the first play of the second half.
Scooty on the right-hand side. There you go, Scoot. Oh, that's a late hit out of bounds. Give me a little something. There you go. Thank you.
And that's going to be tacked on. One of the things, if you're Castle and you're up 31-0, you don't want to get cocky.
No, absolutely not.
'Cause
That
you
was
make dumb
certainly
mistakes.
unnecessary. Austin Current in on the personal foul.
Unlike high school,
Personal foul, late hit on blue, 15 yards.
say unlike the high school fields where that out-of-bounds line is a little bit narrower.
Yes.
Here in the NFL,
You can see it.
and I can say it, here in the NFL,
Yes.
you're out of bounds. You're out of bounds. It's quite different on the sidelines, I have to admit. A fun atmosphere was down the field earlier, as I said. And, there's a lot of energy in the stadium. Even, there's several thousand people here, but it feels empty just because this place would hold 60, 70,000.
Exactly. Exactly. The lower bowl's the only thing open. Michael Deal on the kick. Oh, that's a big stop right there, sure enough.
actually fooled me on the play. I thought that was a handoff.
Yeah, Grant Carter.
Good defensive stop from Castle. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for New Albany.
What coach is doing is trying to establish the run inside, just a few quarterback counters, see what they're going to do. If the defensive end starts to bite, and if so, they're going to roll that tailback around and start to do an end around or at least a pitch.
Well, what hasn't happened so far yet, Chris, that defensive end has stayed home, and they've done a good job on contain.
Not sure. Yes, you're correct, Mike. But not sure what that play was all about. Again, they're putting Scooty in motion, and they're trying to see what they're luring the defensive end to start to try and come upfield and make plays. But that didn't work well.
I will say that this is a good, well-coached team by Castle. They're making a lot of good choices on defense. Because one of the things in high school is that you have a lot of young, immature, undisciplined players. I don't mean that disrespectfully. They just haven't played the game as many years, especially when you get on into college and things. And they can be suckered in on a play like that.
Sure.
That defensive end did bite that time. Deal gets the pass out.
That's a good spin move by Scooty Middleton, sure enough, to avoid the tackle. That's just a great play in space. You know, everybody starts to hear, in space, and they created the word space so people can understand that it means something. So here you go, got Michael Deal outside. He gets the ball to Scooty in space, and now be an athlete. Boom, spin move. Nope, sorry.
New Albany with a big pickup there. First down on the Castle 32-yard line.
Scooty's just been picking on Jordan Arterberry.
See, the thing about New Albany that you might be surprised when they talk about a running team, and New Albany's been primarily run this season, you would think it's a power game. And really it is getting the guy open.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
Oh, no apologies there.
Oh, man. Alec Baker with the stop on Terrence Jones. Terrence spun out, thought he was going somewhere, and smashed
He hit him.
right into Alec Baker.
Oh, he hit him so hard that Coach Kaz could hear that in South Carolina.
This is a great play. Getting ready to spin out of it. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice to have you. Welcome to Lucas Oil. Man.
Now go home. Alex Baker for Castle with a stop there. Big hit.
Oh, that's pretty.
New Albany did get 6 on the play.
Sure
Don't
did.
overlook that. 2nd and 4. Deal in the background. Back.
Scooty needs to hold on to the ball. 55 was in on that stop, along with 17. 55.